More and more goods are being transported by container. This animation shows the logistics agreements and commercial transactions involved in container transport by sea, by using the example of export from China to the Netherlands. There are several different scenarios with regards to the relevant agreements on the handover and payment of the goods. The two most common options are FOB and CIF. FOB stands for Free on Board. The manufacturer delivers the products to a port in China. The purchaser pays for them and is responsible as soon as the container has been loaded onto the ship in China. The Dutch purchasing agent selects and pays the shipping company and organizes inland transport in the Netherlands. CIF stands for Cost Insurance Freight. The manufacturer delivers the products to the Netherlands. The manufacturer selects the shipping company and pays for the transport. The purchaser pays the manufacturer for the products as soon as the containers have been offloaded in Rotterdam at the deep sea terminal. Let's start with FOB. Various booking details must be sent back and forth between the parties. The wholesaler asks his agent to book the container transport with the shipping company. The agent's Chinese partner informs the manufacturer which shipping company and which ship has been booked. The manufacturer or their agent must pick up an empty container from the shipping company, fill it and then return it to the ship. Sometimes, empty containers are not available in time, leaving less turnaround time to deliver the full container before the so-called closing time of the ship. The empty container collected from the shipping company is coupled to a booking via its container number. There are several scenarios for combining goods in containers. A big order can be distributed over more than one container. Smaller orders are combined in one container. The container will be transported to each of the suppliers so they can add their products to it. A local logistics service provider can be responsible for goods collection. They collect all the goods for shipment together at their depot nearby the port and load the container there, thus enabling fast handling with no inland shipment time lost and consolidated shipment. After the container has been filled, transported and delivered to the seaport, a draft bill of lading is drawn up and verified by the Chinese agent. After approval and payment of costs, the shipping company will issue the definitive bill of lading to the Chinese agent. The agent sends the details of the transport, the container, the booking, etc., and the bill of lading to the receiving party and draws up the export documents. The relationship between the container number, the shipping company booking number, and the order numbers is a vital link. Disruption of this link incurs time and effort to restore it. Let's take a look at CIF. The process is very similar to FOB, but the manufacturer, or rather their agent, takes care of the booking and payment to deliver the container to Rotterdam. The shipper's forwarding agent will then take over from there. Let's take a look at the bill of lading. The bill of lading describes a consignee, the person or company who is supposed to receive the goods, and a notify party, the party who is going to pay or arrange to pay for the consignment. In this example, the wholesaler is the consignee, and the agent in the Netherlands is the notify party, who is also responsible for customs clearance. These parties need to share and have access to the same information. Once the container has been loaded onto the seagoing vessel, the bill of lading instructions are drawn up. This bill is sent back to the Chinese agent, who ascertains that this conforms to the export declaration. First, the bill of lading is sent to the party who is paying for the shipment. This party ensures that the bill of lading is sent on to the consignee and the notify party. Packing lists and the bill of lading together form the compulsory set of shipment documents. There are several sources of unforeseen delays. Seagoing vessels may simply arrive at another time than was scheduled. Over long distances, the actual date of arrival may easily deviate 2 to 3 days from the scheduled date. Picking up a delivered container from the deep-sea terminal requires accurate information on which ship it was transported, if the ship arrived on time, and if and where the container was unloaded and cleared customs. Sometimes clearing an important container and paying the local costs is delayed until the agent is sure that the ship has arrived and the container has been unloaded. The delay reduces the time available to collect, empty and return the container. Delays can result in so-called demurrage or retention cost. The demurrage period is the period that a container may remain in a terminal free of charge. If the container remains in the terminal longer, then the shipping company will charge a rental fee per day. Payment delays may also result in demurrage costs. If the bill of lading is sent to the bank of the manufacturer, the bank of the consignee must first deal with the other bank on payment of the goods. Only after payment the bill of lading is transferred, which means the container can be released for customs clearance and transport. The retention period is the period that the container may be used free of charge for transport to its destination, unloading and return trip to the sea terminal. A rental fee per day is charged for longer periods. If the purchasing agents negotiate a short retention period, inland shipping may not be possible. The animation illustrates how commercial and financial agreements can have a major effect on the logistic chain. In practice, many variations can be found, a challenge for all parties involved.